All right, OKC, today's the day. It's that time again. It is Give Back Day. So this is our Community Give Back 3.0. And if you've been following along, you'll remember over the last couple years, this is typically a nomination basis. We always do a big Facebook post. We ask for nominations for, the elderly couple down the street, the disabled veteran that's just people that are hardworking class that just need a leg up, right? So we take all these nominations and we pick somebody, go out and install a complete new system. Well, this year is just a little bit different. We're still doing the give back. It's all the same. But this year we had a special opportunity to help a really dear friend of mine and just a great person in the community, Tyler Dodson. This year he's fighting Hodgkin's lymphoma. So this was a great opportunity for us to, instead of doing the nomination basis, we did a donation basis. So this year we set up at the National Night Out, which is in Moore. That's the event where everybody comes together to support and honor all the first responders. Just a great community event in and of itself. Got our booth put together and the response from the community was epic. We ended up raising a good little bit of money to help Tyler. And then along the way, dozens of people got entries to win this full system install for free. Well, we're going to meet this year's winner. This is the Connor family. Some of the greatest people you could ever hope to meet. When I first called this guy, I was so blessed to get to talk to him. You would expect that when you call someone and you say, hey, you won a big prize, they would just be all over the place excited about what they had received. Well, when I called him and I said, hey, this is Austin with Accutemp Air, first thing out of his mouth was, man, how's Tyler doing? Who does that, right? Who does that? What's more, once I told him that he did win, his next initial response is, that I really appreciate that, but could Tyler use this blessing more than I could? You just couldn't ask for better people. We're going to tear everything out that they currently have. They have an old beater system that doesn't work very well. We're going to install a completely new American Standard system. Just like the previous years, this will be all new ductwork, new equipment. So by the time we get done here, this will be a night and day difference for them and just a positive experience all the way around. So let's go check it out. So let me ask you, man, what'd you think? What'd you think when I called you?
I thought you were another home inspection or like a roof, because I just got off the phone, and since we started this, my phone actually rings for business purpose now.
All the time.
So I don't know when I need to answer it business or when I need to go stop bothering me. So I was prepared to answer it and just tell you, I'm renting, we're good, we don't need anything. But it popped up Austin and it never has a name. And I was
Right.
how's it going, Austin? Expecting nothing. You're like, hey.
You sounded a little apprehensive. It was like, hey, this is Austin with Accutemp. You're like, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. Didn't know which way to take it.
When I called you and I told you who I was and I started asking you questions, the first thing out of your mouth was, so how's Tyler doing?
Yeah.
Like, how genuine is that? Nobody does that, right? I'm calling to tell you about winning a, potentially thousands of dollar prize, and the first thing out of your mouth is, how's Tyler?
Yeah.
And dude, that blew me away. I don't know if you remember, but your very initial reaction was, after I told you that you won the system, was, well, man, that's great, but do you think Tyler could benefit from that, more than I could? And brother, I got to tell you, that touched me right in the cockles. Like I'm choked up talking about it. Nobody does that. That's such a genuine, authentic response, when you're on the receiving end, to reciprocate and try to just give even more when you already just came out to help a perfect stranger that you didn't know in the first place.
Yeah.
So I can't thank you enough for that. That means the world to me.
I signed up. I didn't even know I signed up. I was just trying to give. So I was just expecting, he's good. I was like, oh, awesome.
Yep.
That's the prize. And then you're like, no, we're going to do something. I was like, no, no, you're not. Give it to him. Don't give it to me. He needs it, not me.
No, man, I couldn't have, we've done this a few times, so, and most of the time when people hear that, they're just ecstatic and they're jumping up and down, and rightfully so. Like, bro, you get a brand new HVAC system, but I've never had somebody come back at me and offer to give that away, so that was about as cool as it freaking gets. Speaks to your character.
No, you came out and you showed up, and I was like, cool. I didn't expect anything. I thought, I'm being pranked. No big deal.
Right.
I told the wife, we won. Okay. That's usually my attitude is, I'm pretty easygoing. I'll accept it. Be like, hey, whatever. And then you showed up and you popped out with donuts.
Yeah.
Man after my heart, first of all.
He told me that, and I said, yes, we're best friends now.
Yeah. He's like, so instantly, whatever he says, anything for you. He came out of that truck with donuts. And then you didn't just go, I'm going to do this, enjoy, bye. Like, you walked through the whole thing, graphed it. You basically came with a mission to give something the entire way. Mm-hmm. And that was so unexpected. And then you're like, at the end of it, what do you think? What do you mean? What do you mean what I think? I think this is a freaking miracle. And the fact that you showed up and actually put in everything you had to it is just, I went back home and I was like, the first thing I said is like, that guy's the real deal.
That's the very first thing he said walking in.
It's like, I don't know what it is about that guy, but that guy is legit.
I really appreciate that.
I met you guys just today, this morning, and just the energy coming off of you, your staff, Tyler, everybody is just something you don't see. Everybody is so nice. They're genuine.
I've been hanging out with family this whole time.
Yeah.
This
guys
guy.
are part of the crew. You can part of our house.
That guy. That fella back there. The crew that you sent, I didn't want them to go either. It's like, you guys want to stay for dinner? This guy.
Once you get to know me, you'll find out I'm pretty mid.